before I make my way to Meteor Falls, I'm going to show off my team real quick because I didn't get a chance to do so last video because I got interrupted by that unplanned Gym Leader rematch. Okay, as you can see, Thunder and Ice Beam now have maxed out power points thanks to those two PP maxes that I had. Groudon Solar Beam, I did have one PP up on me, so I figured I might as well just use it for something. Rayquaza, all of its moves are the same with no modifications. Okay, with that being said, let's make our way to Meteor Falls for the final battle. Now, in the original Pokemon Emerald, all of Steven's Pokemon are at level 70, but this time around in Emerald 386, all of his Pokemon are at level 100. Yes, you heard me right. All of Steven's Pokemon are at level 100. So this is the second time in this Let's Play series I'm facing someone who has a team of level 100 Pokemon. The first instance was at the end of Pokemon Brown, where I faced that Power Patrol guy with a team of 5 level 100 Pokemon. Well, I'll be honest, I don't think that battle was very threatening to me because there's not a whole lot of moves in Generation 1, let's be real here. Not to mention the fact that I think I got sort of lucky in that battle because I was scoring a whole bunch of critical hits. But this time around, it's going to be a lot more intense because, well, yeah, level 100 Pokemon in a Generation 3 game like this, yeah, it goes without saying, there's a whole lot more moves in Generation 3 than there is in Generation 1, so yeah, you better keep on your toes. So once again, all of Steven's Pokemon are at level 100, hence the reason why I had to raise all 3 of my Ubers to a certain level because, well, I will admit, I did have trouble with Steven years ago, mostly because I guess my levels weren't enough. I mean, he starts off with Skarmory, and if you don't take that thing down fast, then it's going to set up a layer of spikes, and I don't think you want to deal with spikes throughout the entire battle now, do you? Yeah, I didn't think so. Okay, I don't know if you saw, but there is a new area that just opened before I entered the uppermost point of Meteor Falls. So inside that place, obviously Steven isn't there, and also there's some Pokemon in there that you wouldn't think to encounter in the wild, like say Beautifly, Dustox, Nidoqueen, Nidoking, and they're all at level 70 just in case you're wondering. So yeah, just seeing Pokemon like that in a place like that, it kind of reminds me of the Cerulean Cave. Why? Because, well, all Pokemon there are pretty high leveled, and not to mention the fact that you don't know what you're going to find in there. So yeah, that little area of Meteor Falls kind of reminds me of Cerulean Cave a little bit. Oh yes, off screen I did come back to Meteor Falls to fight old couple John and Jay again, and boy, those two are now a force to be reckoned with. Why? Because both their Salamence and Dragonite are now at level 90, so as you can imagine, yeah, I sort of struggled with that, but somehow I managed to pull through. How? Well, I have absolutely no idea. I guess it was just all about luck. Well, anyway, if you want to capture any of these Pokemon, feel free to do so, but I think they're better off being used at the battle facilities because you're at the end game and there's really no point in using any of the Pokemon you find here. Oh, Crobats? Okay, that's a pretty unusual Pokemon to find in a place like this. Well, if you want to capture this thing, then feel free to do so because, yeah, I guess Crobat is a pretty good Pokemon. Okay, and Steven is all the way in this little dead end over here, and let's have a little chat with him. Okay, he's amazed that I knew where to find him. Well, I'm pretty sure I couldn't call him anyway because I'm pretty sure that I can't make any calls inside of a cave. That goes without saying. What? Wait a second. We battled alongside each other at the Pseudopolis Space Center? There's no Space Center in Pseudopolis. Okay, looks like we got a little error here. Well, not surprising because I bought the Pokemon Emerald Guide years ago, and believe me, there are a whole bunch of errors in that thing. So yeah, seeing an error in a game like this is no surprise. Okay, like I said, Steven starts off with Skarmory, and this thing will set up spikes, so take this thing down as fast as you can. And you gotta love how they're using the May battle theme for Steven. Not really sure why. You would think that maybe they would go for a different soundtrack when fighting Steven. Just saying. Okay, let's see if one Thunder is going to be enough to take down Skarmory. Hopefully, because Skarmory doesn't have very good special defense. Alright, there we go. Since I'm 9 levels under this thing, I guess maybe I was sort of doubting myself. But it looks like I took it down 1 hit. Okay, Cradily. Okay, that one's going to be sort of difficult to handle because Rock Grass, that's a pretty unique typing, and, well, so many weaknesses are cancelled out, so yeah, it looks like I have to be careful when fighting this thing. Okay, should I go for Fly or Dragon Claw? I think Fly has more power, so let's go with Fly and see what happens. Obviously, I'm not expecting 1-hit KO, but at least maybe do a decent amount of HP away from Cradily. Oh, Ingrain? Okay, that's gonna make it so that way it gets some HP back at the end of every turn, and also it can't switch out because it's been planted into the ground. Oh, Confuse Ray? Oh, no, not that. Since I know an Ancient Power is probably coming my way, I think maybe I should heal up that Confusion so that way maybe, I could do some decent damage to it, because I don't think I'm expecting a 1-hit KO from Ancient Power, so hopefully Ancient Power doesn't take down Rayquaza in one hit. Okay, hopefully I'm right about that. Okay, here comes an Ancient Power. I can't imagine that it's going to do a whole lot of damage. Oh, yep, definitely. I believe that's a... Oh, no. Oh, no, 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 no. Not that. Not that. Okay, that is the last thing I wanted to see. Ancient Power gives Cradily an all-stat boost. Oh boy. You know what? Maybe I could score one more hit on Cradily with Dragon Claw, and then maybe I'll switch out. It depends on how much damage Dragon Claw is going to do. Oh, wow, that was almost nothing. Okay, with this amount of HP I'm getting back, hopefully Rayquaza could survive another Ancient Power. Okay, going for Confuse Ray. Okay, I wasn't expecting that. Well, okay then, I think I'm going to switch out now because Ancient Power is going to hurt a lot more than it did before. Okay, I'm going to switch over to Kyogre since, yeah, it's very likely that Cradily is going to go for Ancient Power and not Giga Drain, because it would be really questionable if Cradily would go for Giga Drain against a Dragon Flying type. Okay, here comes Ancient Power again. Let me see how much damage I can do with the Surf. Okay, since the rain is out and Kyogre has Stab on Surf, hopefully Cradily takes a whole lot of damage from Surf. I would go with Ice Beam because Cradily is weak to Ice, but I just want to go with a Stab move and see what happens. Okay, deep in the reds. Okay, since in... Wait, I think it's going to go for Giga Drain now. Oh, yep, definitely. Okay, hopefully Giga Drain doesn't do a whole lot of damage to the point that maybe Kyogre might be on the verge of dying. Oh, ouch! Man, that was a lot. Okay, now Ingrain's going to give it a little bit of HP back. Okay, so since it's half HP now, I think maybe Surf is going to be enough to kill it. Okay, I'm sort of playing with fire here, so let's see if Surf is going to be enough to take down Cradily from half HP. Okay, alright, good, good. If Cradily didn't go down, then Kyogre would have died to a Giga Drain. And yeah, I think I need Kyogre throughout this entire battle. Sorry about that. Alright, who's next? Armaldo? Okay, I don't think Armaldo is very threatening, so I think Kyogre should be safe. A good thing Armaldo doesn't have Swift Swim in this game. Well, not that it matters anyway, because even if it did, it's still pretty slow. Okay, I go first, obviously, because Armaldo is not a very fast Pokemon. If you want to use this thing, I think you should wait till future generations, so that way you can make use of its full potential, because the only Bug-type move it gets in this generation is Fury Cutter, and nothing else. And I believe this thing might have Water Pulse on it, just in case you were planning on sending it any Rock-type Pokemon against Armaldo. Okay, here comes Metagross. Even though Groudon has a attack-lowering nature, it's better than everything else that I have, so hopefully Earthquake does a decent amount. I'm not expecting a 1-hit KO because, yeah, Metagross is built pretty tough, but at least do a decent amount of HP to Metagross. Okay, if I was any lower level, then yeah, I think maybe this Metagross would really be a huge challenge to me. Okay, let's see how much damage Earthquake is going to do. Okay, hopefully it's deep in the yellow, and then that Citrus Berry will restore its HP just a little bit. Oh, Psychic? Okay, I wasn't expecting that. I was expecting maybe Meteor Mash. Oh yeah, that did hurt quite a bit, over 100 damage. Okay, that Citrus Berry is going to kick in, but I'm pretty sure I can still take down Metagross from... Okay, yeah, definitely. I can take down Metagross from that amount of HP. I will admit, this Metagross gave me trouble years ago, mostly because I was using not so great fire types, like say Camerupt or Torkoal. But for Blaziken, I guess Blaziken's pretty good, but it can only take attacks from Metagross for so long, especially if those attacks are Psychic or Earthquake. Claydol, I'm gonna go with Kyogre for this one. I would go with Groudon Solar Beam, but Kyogre has Stab on Surf, and that's going to hurt Claydol a lot, probably even kill it. And besides, I'm pretty sure this Claydol might have both Reflect and Light Screen on it, and I really don't want to see that because that's going to make the battle a whole lot more harder. And yeah, this battle is already hard, and I don't need to make it any more harder than it already needs to be. Okay, hopefully Surf takes down Claydol because Claydol is built pretty sturdy. Okay, Clayball goes down one hit. That's good. Okay, since I took down one hit, hopefully Kyogre's HP goes back to green. Alright, there we go. And his last Pokemon is Aggron. I believe this thing might have Focus Punch on it, so if you don't want to take any Focus Punches from this thing, be sure to hit it the first chance you get. I believe in the original Emerald, Aggron has a whole bunch of special attacking moves, like say Solar Beam or Thunder, and possibly Dragon Claw as well. Kind of a questionable moveset for Aggron, but then again, there's not a whole lot of Steel-type moves in this generation, so yeah, I guess he had to make do with whatever moves that Aggron can learn. Okay, Steven didn't give me a whole lot of trouble this time. Well, Cradily was sort of my biggest threat, but lucky for me, I didn't lose any of my Pokemon to that thing. Okay, thank you for the battle, Steven. Hopefully we can do this again soon. You had this feeling? What kind of feeling was it? You thought that I would eventually become the champion. Do you say that to all the people you meet inside Granite Cave? Because it kind of sounds like that he would. Where do I go from here? To another region. Where else? Okay, with that being said, thank you so much for watching Pokemon Emerald 386, and now, let's see what the credits have to show.